Zarit, your favorite person on the planet. I'm not your favorite person, but yeah, it's me again. I know you guys have missed my face. Don't worry. It's just that school is happening, life is happening, so yeah. But anyways, I'm here with my love of my life. Babes, introduce yourself. Babes, no, wait for you. Don't be shy of the people. Maybe you shy from me then.
Please don't misunderstand. This guy is just plain, please.
Obviously, don't misunderstand. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Hassan. Nice to meet you.
Okay, guys, this is I think you guys have seen her in my videos a couple of times. She's always quiet, the one that never talks, but I miss that person. So, the topic of this video, people keep asking, oh my gosh, how is it living in Thunder Bay? How is it as international black living on campus, all of that? So I said, you know what, rather than answer people's comments one by one, it takes too much time. I'd rather make a video and addressing it. So I have my secretary with me. Best in reading, best in communication, best in speaking. That's it. She's going to read out my questions for me. Anyway, that's it. Read it up. First question.
As a black girl, how has campus life been?
Campus life. As you can clearly see, I'm no longer on campus, guys. I'm in my own. You have to no longer on campus. But when I moved on campus, was really like COVID, the height of COVID. That was last year. And Jesus, it was depressing. And I came like doing this. I remember the night I came, oh my gosh, I was pulling my bags in the snow. Because I had to get like keys, because I was quarantined somewhere. Remember, I had to quarantine for 2 weeks if you traveled from Africa. Whatever, you just had to quarantine. So I had to pull my bags in the snow. I said, Jesus, this is something I found myself in Canada for. Canada that I wanted to come to. And when I stepped foot in Thunder Bay, I said, God forbid, where am I? I'm sorry. I was like, Thunder Bay. Because I remember I got acceptance into Lakehead, which y'all know I go to. I was like, Jesus, this is coming. Okay, let's do research. I remember sitting, what is it like in Thunder Bay? Places to go to in Thunder Bay, activities to do in Thunder Bay. And I was seeing hikings. Yeah, I was like, maybe it's my opportunity to learn how to do more outdoorsy activities. I was trying to pull my hands because I live in big cities. So I came here, I was like, it's small. So I got to campus, quiet, nothing, dead. I was the only black person. And then one day I went to the cafeteria. That's after my quarantine. I saw a black girl. Can you imagine the black girls? I saw big bunda. So hair, legs. I was so long. I was like, is it Rapunzel? And it was Tessin. So I spoke to Tess. I was like, oh my gosh, hi girl. And she responded. So yeah, I don't even know if I answered that question, but basically I said a lot. That's it. Do you have anything to say?
I mean, yeah, it's been okay. You may think, like when you first come, you may think, oh, there are not a lot of black people. But once you meet one person, you just, wow, this was the second Africa. Too many Africans in this place, I promise. You just have to meet the right people. And yes, like mentioned before, don't be shy to talk to people. Yeah, don't be shy to talk to, because most black people are welcoming. They see everyone as like a family kind of thing, and they want everyone to feel welcomed. So you don't have to feel like, oh, Thunder Bay, yeah, they are majority like white, but don't make it feel no hate. They actually most of them are nice, but like don't make it feel like I am like away from, you know. What's that word? Civilization.
That's not civilization. Sorry, call it Thunder Bay uncivilized. Thunder Bay is just a very tiny city, guys. It's just way too small. Like everybody here knows everybody. That's the problem with this place. Everybody knows everybody. Anyway, before we keep rambling, next question.
In general, how is life in Canada as an international student?
See, that's like a whole 3 hours on its own. Like, honestly, to be honest, I will not lie. It is hard. Like, when I came here, I was so excited to come, right? You know how, I need to get out my parents out independent, one, all that jazz. Yeah, it's great until you come here and you're independent, like alone. You have to work. You have to go to your classes. You have to like figure out the city, especially when you're new to it. Like, fortunately enough, Thunderbird is small, so it was easier to like navigate. I remember when I got here, and when I was out with my friends, the first thing I did was hop on the bus to go like try find myself around the city and stuff. And then I went to get a number. Your girl got lost. Hey, I said, I don't know where I am. I don't have number to call. I don't have anything. And this white girl was passing. I was like, I was like, are you lost? I think you guys have watched this movie where they say, I lost baby girl. That's not what he said, God forbid, that's not what he said. But he was like, are you lost? I said, yes, I am. I need help. And it's like, I can give you a ride. At first I was like, hey, I'm dying today. Oh God, I'm going to die. My mommy told me not to enter stranger's car, but I needed help. Like, I did not know the bus system. I don't know anything. So I was like, sure. I need to enter the car. God, please help me. This day I'm dying. Please forgive me for all my sins. I'm so sorry for all I've done. Please forgive me. And he was nice. Like, he dropped me off where I was supposed to go. And then after, I was like, I can wait for you. I was like, no, it's okay. You've done too much. It's okay, sir. It's okay. Because I don't want to extend it, you know. But yeah, that here, it's interesting. Like we mentioned earlier, if you make the right group of friends, yeah, that's it. Anything to it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Another thing is like, yeah, Thunder Bay is small, but there are a lot of international students here. So it's like, you wouldn't have to feel like you're alone, kind of. So you could just meet someone else and then you can find something to relate on. Like maybe it's just like experience in coming to Thunder Bay for the first time, because I think you're coming straight from wherever you're coming from. Yeah, but like you can always find something to relate to with someone. Yeah.
Yeah, like she said, there's always someone to relate to. Like Thunder Bay's majority of the people, like young people here, are like international students. I'm not gonna lie. So it's easy to make friends because I'll be like, oh, I'm new here, and then that's how I get start making friends and like exploring together. But yeah, next question.
How long did it take you to make friends and how did you do it?
Okay, so for me, right, it did not take too long. I am a very outgoing, bubbly person. Even though sometimes I can refute that sentence, but most of the time I like meeting people. So like whenever I meet a place, I'm like, oh my gosh, who is this? I need to figure out who's around me. I need to like know I observe. Like I don't talk to you immediately. At first you think I'm shy, but once I start talking to you, like, oh my god, didn't know she was like that. That's when I can tell you more. Every day she says she regrets the day she ever answered me the day I spoke to her. I was like, girl, you don't, because now you don't have all this fantasticness. But anyways, I like whenever there was any event, like whether it was Zoom, whatever it was, because that's all we had back then. I used to attend all. See, I was best in attending events because I wanted to make friends by fire by force. It's not me just staying Thunder Bay alone. So I used to like email people, be like, oh, let's hang out like on Instagram. I remember they made like groups of like incoming first years. So I was like following a bunch of people, so we're like talking. Oh, and then that's how I also met Tassin. There was this like summer class we took together. Even though we never spoke, I know I was following her and she was following me, but never So basically, yeah, it's just like my nature of being outgoing and always wanting to make friends, always wanting to feel comfortable around people. Naturally, I tend to be very silly to an extent. And that's just me. If you don't like it, yeah, you can go. But the people that like it stay. Like apparently Tassin stay because she likes you. Stay next to you now. Next to you? When I showed you my real self, you did not run away. It's just about being real. Like the one, don't change yourself because oh my gosh, I need to be able to fit into this crowd. The one, don't change yourself. Be you. If people genuinely like you for who you are, great. You have a friend. But if you like say, oh, I'm in a new city, no one knows who I was before, let me be a whole different person. It might make friends, yeah, but it might not make good friends. So just be you.
Another thing is like Thunder Bay is so diverse, so it's like you don't really have to change yourself to fit into a particular group, because you always find like a group. Like let's say you're like a dedicated Christian, you always find a group person or someone in a group that's like that. So you don't have to really like fit into a narrative in order to have friends or something like that.
No, you don't. Just be you, babes. Exactly. And next question.
Is Thunder Bay a safe place? No. Safe place to live at for a black person, specifically a black girl?
Like personally, Thunder Bay has been a good place for me to. I mean, there's nowhere in the world that you say, oh, it's safe. Obviously, every place has like its little, but like generally, from my experience, Thunder Bay is safe. Like people are street to you. Those people, oh my gosh, your hair. Oh my gosh, girl, I love your style. I'm like, yes, that's the goal. You have to stand out. But like, as a black person, black girl, it's safe. Based on my experience.
Yeah, Thunder Bay. I mean, compared to where I used to stay, Thunder Bay is relatively safe.
Where did you stay?
This is Saga. You'll see all crazy people. I mean, yeah, they do have their, but they're like it's pretty safe. Even the people that like you go onto the street and you see them like drunk or high and stuff like that, they are usually the nicest people.
Exactly.
Like even though they may be like, oh, do you want a cigarette?
Do you have money to buy this?
Exactly.
I'm like, no.
But like most of the time, they will end up leaving the conversation with like a compliment, like you look so pretty, or like your hair is so nice and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever really seen a hate crime against a black person here. No, actually, I haven't.
It's like
okay,
it happens.
It happens, but it's quite rare.
It's rare. Like every other place, every place has its pros and cons. Same as Thunder Bay.
Have you experienced any discrimination or racism?
I haven't experienced discrimination. Racism. This guy, he comes there. Some people, I've told you stories. Like some people, he's like, "Oh, I have a joke for you," because that's where I work. I'm not gonna say where I work, guys, because I don't want to know. So he comes, he's like, you look tired. Let me tell you a joke. I was like, sure. He's like, what do you call two monkeys? Because I was talking to my friend. What do you call two monkeys that have an Amazon account? I was like, I don't know. He said primates. I said,
Primate.
Yeah. He said, yeah. That's
like this story.
I don't know you. At first I found it funny because I was like, oh my god.
This is why I was probably like, this guy, no, how can you be laughing at that?
No, at first I didn't even know he was being racist. Then when he was being, I said, enough. Like my head rang into, I was like, oh my god, did he just call me and Ricky monkeys? I mean, that's the only, like, and I've been here since last year. That was the only racism I've ever received. I've never received any except that day. I said it shocked me, that, but I was like, you know what? Some people, it's just ignorance.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, because this place is like predominantly like white.
Yeah,
so you will feel like a lot of people, to be honest, a lot of this, like, they don't really know any better. That's the thing. So it's just like, I mean, you wouldn't want to tell them. Some of them are just, they don't care. Like that one of the boss that was like, oh, go back to your country and shit like that. It's like, oh, no, that one, yeah, but like there's some people, because I know, like let's say where I used to work now, like when old ladies would come in and they'll be like, oh, you know, this your hair, or that person that compared her locks to mops.
Oh no, I said the locks looks like mop.
It looks like mop, exactly. Like
sorry, they call Jennifer's locks ropes.
It's like ropes.
No, oh my gosh, I love the ropes on your hair. I was like, man.
Can you call my 5 hours? I'll be 8 hours rope.
My $260 got a rope.
Big.
Yeah, you're saying something.
What was I saying again?
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of them, they just don't know better. But like most of the time, you won't really like be discriminated against. I mean, if you do work like at retails, maybe there are a few like people that would like avoid your till if you're like things like that. But don't really let that bother you. Just be like, you know, they are missing out on a better person,
missing all this
exactly, or their head is not correct or stuff like that. Like, don't really let that kind of thing bother you. But most of the time, I don't really think I've seen someone that has been openly racist to me or be like, oh, you know, you're black, you can't get this job.
No. And then things like some of them want to learn. Like,
exactly.
It's like some people are genuinely interested. I remember this one time I was at Walmart, I was in the bathroom. I was trying to like fix my hair because I had my locks there. This one lady came to me. She was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't want to be racist. I don't mean to be racist. I don't know what I'm gonna say it's gonna sound, but I love your hair. I wonder how you do. Like, I just want to know. I was like, no, it's okay. Like, you see some people, they want to like genuinely know.
Exactly.
And then this other person, he has like mixed child. He's indigenous and he had a mixed daughter, and he was like, I'm sorry if this is gonna sound wrong, but I just want to know like where you get your hair done because I love it. I need my daughter to do her hair. I was like, no, you're not being racist. You're like asking questions.
Exactly.
Because you're genuinely coming from a place where you want to learn, you want to know. And some people like they ask you questions to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
like don't have that kind of mentality where it's like if someone is asking you a question about your hair, let's say you're wearing like cultural attire and someone is asking you a question about that, and you just be like, oh, this, like, because the person is not of your race or whatever, but like, oh, this person has no right to like learn. I believe like everyone should be willing to like teach someone, because even at my place of work, we had people, like even the people I work with, I had braids at that time, and then she was like, oh, like how do you get your hair to stay like not unravel at the end? And I'm like, oh, you put in hot water. I was like, oh, she was like, oh, are you serious? I thought you had to like tie it. And she was like, no, so people are just passing stuff like that. I just let them know. And then some of them, like, they just leave you a smile, and that kind of thing just makes me happy, you know. So just like, I think they're just teaching them about your culture and
exactly.
everything.
Don't just come to them and say, oh my gosh, they're racist. Not everybody wants to be racist. Come on, there are racists out there, but like, it's not everyone.
Most of it is just ignorance, to be honest. What should one expect as a new immigrant? Jobs, living expenses, accommodation, and other useful tips about the town as well as Lakewood University.
Okay, so basically living and all that. I think we've touched on it a little bit. Like when I came, I was obviously on campus because I didn't know people yet. And oh my gosh, in this place, if you want to find friends, let me first of all say, I forgot to point out, there's so many Nigerians in this city. So if you're Nigerian and you're coming here, I'm not Nigerian, but the number of friends I have, in fact, all except one, that's Tanzania, all my friends are Nigerians. And I'm like, this is problematic. I'm sorry. I love you guys.
Nigerians are the best.
They're everywhere.
I mean, we are. Like, if not for Nigerians, we have proper African food in this place.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, like, you can find your niche everywhere. It's everywhere. Like Thunder Bay, you can think, oh, it's so small. It's like predominant. I'm scared. I don't make friends. That's what I thought. When I came here and I saw like number of black people, I was surprised. I was like, there are so many black people here than I imagined. So it's easy for you to like mesh with people and like living. Like right now, I'm living with Tessa in this apartment. Well, I'm supposed to be in Jamima, but yeah, I'm living with Tessa. And where you find like your friends, easier for you to like go around and find places. It's hard, especially like you don't have a car to like get from place to place. It's hard, but like you learn to use the bus system, and then make friends with people that have cars. They will be a blessing. Oh, I'm like, oh hi, I need a ride, and then they'll be like, okay, sure, and give me a ride. But like living is relatively not expensive. Like living here is not expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Some days I'm like, thank God that like distance, because it's still so small. It's easy to get from here to here to here. I'm like, praise the Lord. Because if not, it was like, let's say Toronto, for example, it's gonna be hard. Like if you're new to if you're new to Canada, Toronto is definitely a place to stay. At first I was like, oh my gosh, why am I going to such a small city? It's supposed to be university, no, enjoy. But then I think I'm like, I'm just coming to Canada. I'm a student, so it's better to start small and then you gradually grow.
Yeah. And another thing, like both our experiences will be different because it's like we came and during the COVID pandemic period, but I know for a fact like the lady I was talking with, she mentioned that next year or this like fall semester is going to be like fully in person. So we'll have more people. Lakehill has like 9,000 students, so the campus will be more busy, places to be open and everything. So that's like more opportunities available for you to like make friends and stuff like that.
So basically, like Thunder, I will not really say come to Thunder Bay, don't come to Thunder Bay. Your experience will be different from mine. Yeah. Because at first when I came to Thunder Bay, every single day I want to go. I still want to leave this place because obviously I want to like broaden my scope, like make more opportunities because it doesn't allow that. But simply I'm thankful that I'm here because it's like distance to school, to work is not as far. Given I don't have a car, given I don't have like stable income and stuff, so it's easy to like do some stuff. And like basically in Thunder Bay is about community. That's what it's about. Because if you know people, like you have a good connection with people, like friends that you can, even if it's one person, it makes your experience in Thunder Bay better. Like we met each other, we didn't like hang out way too much, but then like when school started, like we had some classes in person, we moved in together. There's 7 of us like in our friend group. Like just having like us together, people were like, oh my god, you guys seem like love and fire. It's because we just like, you just find your people.
You're your gang.
You just find your people, that's it.
Yeah, and also like jobs. I mean, if you're new here, to get jobs, I mean, you need a SIN number. So that's one thing, but it shouldn't be like too hard. And they don't discriminate a lot when it comes to getting a job. Like at Walmart or like Best Buy, I know a lot of people they need workers for sure. And also like if you would like to get like a summer job, I would advise like applying maybe like that December to January period. But it's not difficult as long as you have like your resume is like properly made out and everything. I'm just going to tell you, like, don't be afraid to add the rishi, but
that's a stop teaching about fashion. And but like if you're living at LU, for example, like you go to LU, you have people to help you with resume. I had people help me with my resume. Mm-hmm. Cause I've never worked in my life. Like, come from Africa, you don't work, like, you do intern until, like, you're done with university. Basically, that's when you start working.
They
don't even make a lot, though. So when you come here, it's like, most people are new as well. They don't have experience. So you have to, like, basically market yourself. Like,
exactly.
Tell them what you've done, even if it's volunteering. Like, exactly. Like, you went to the orphanage, you help your mother's store, whatever.
Exactly, that's the issue I'm talking about. Like, some people are like, oh, that's not professional. Everything counts. If it's school, if you're a class prefect, put it there. You use formal wording and you put it in your resume because all those things count. Because then they just want your resume shouldn't be blank, you know.
Yeah, but like basically, Thunder Bay, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Like, what I'm almost done, and then I'll be out of here before I know it. But it's just like, while you're here, don't think about, oh, is this place for me? Will I be okay? Yeah, those are normal ways to feel. That's how I felt. But then you get used to it. Like, it starts feeling like home after a while, even though it's not gonna be your home. Cause I see every day I'm like, God, please I want to live Thunder Bay. Please I want to live Thunder Bay. But at the same time, like, I'm thankful that I met the people I met. Because if I didn't meet them, I'll not be in the city. But yeah, anything else? About the bus, like, I remember when I came, I didn't know like what direction to stand for the bus. I was so confused, like, because the bus system works like this side, the side going that way, like right, and there's another side going the opposite direction. So the two bus stops, they might say, let's say Algoma and John, but they're not going in the same direction. And it's like figuring out where to stand. If not, you're gonna miss your bus, because sometimes when you miss your bus, the next one comes like in an hour. It just depends. So what I found useful, like, there's this app they call nextlive.ca. You just like put in, because the bus thing has a number, just put in that number and it like tells you if you're on the right spot and like where you're going. And Google Maps as well. It's not even an app, it's just like on Google. Nextlive.ca. That's what I use to make sure I'm standing at the right spot. Put them up that button last year.
Another thing, don't waste your money. Like Uber Eats, or like delivery services. Don't be afraid to go to Walmart. See, you can meet crazy people there, but you can meet friends there. Don't be afraid to go to Walmart or Superstore because it's way cheaper. Because you don't know. See, when I came here, I was just spending money on delivery. I didn't leave that campus for that entire year. I was on campus, and that's how love money.
Money I'll go. Mama T. I remember when we came to Thunder Bay. See, we're living la vida loca now like this.
When we moved into the apartment, when the money was there.
Now, if I eat 1 meal a day, I'm thankful to God. That's the state right here, and it's not even funny. I cannot wait to start making career money because life as a student is hard, man. But that's life.
Also, wait. For the winter here is very cold. -30. It goes to like -30 kind of cold. It's very cold. And if you're coming like straight from Africa, let me just tell you, be prepared. Like winter stuff, your thick jackets, your boots. Get knee-high boots. When my mom was offering knee-high boots, I said I don't know what is a lie. Get knee-high like water-resistant boots. And also like for the spring, get like what do you call that? Rubber boots. Don't be like, oh, it's not fashionable. When water enters your shoe, cold water will enter your shoe.
Especially when the snow melts. Exactly. And it's just like, oh, it's like slushy.
Exactly.
Like when I came here, I wore jeans, right? Jesus, the cold shocked me. I was out of the airport, like I went back home, I had like red rashes all over my leg because of how cold it was. Like I wasn't expecting it. When they tell you it gets cold, like Thunder Bay is cold,
and the cold lasts from like October, ending October, beginning November till like it's just started getting warm.
Yeah, it's like a week ago.
Exactly.
That's when it started seeing sun.
Exactly. Get your thermal wear. For girls, get your hair done because you don't want to go out in that cold.
Slap it.
Your head will be cold. That's why like COVID was good because we could wear masks and everything your face wasn't cold. Get like scarves, beanies,
especially gloves, because your hands can freeze and make you regret your life. A number of times I've cried because my hands were hurting. Like blood is not flowing again. Oh, and one thing that shocked me is like public holidays, for example, nowhere is open. So don't, like, if you're planning to go, let's say it's the day you're planning to go to the mall, forget it, it's closed. Don't waste your time. The number of times I went out, like everywhere is Walmart, whatever it is closed. Nothing is open. Public holiday is public holiday, and the mall's closed way too early. So if you want to go to the mall, go to the day. Because I don't understand what it is. But anyways, guys, if you have more questions, more things you want to know, whether concerning nursing, lakehead thunder, just ask me and I'll answer. For now, this is what we have. Thank you so much again for all those people that keep watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, wherever you are. Even if it's not a lot, I see you guys and I appreciate you. It doesn't go nothing. With that being said, I love you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me more what you want to see next time. And make sure to follow my Instagram. It's always in my bio. Follow my Instagram, please. And thank you. Bye, guys.